Hello, welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports. And I mean, just when I think my Ritchey bike quiver is complete, well, Ritchey releases another frame. So, what I wish to talk to you today, or about today, is the Garden City fixed slash single speed frame that will be releasing in October. So this frame was initially shown at the Made bike show, which I believe was in Portland. So basically it is a track bike, road adapted road bike. So you have the 74 seat tube angle, which is, kind of track geometry, but you still have bottle cage bosses, you have brake holes on the frame and the forks. So if you wanted to use this on the road as a single speed, then you'd have the capacity to put brake calipers and brake levers on it. Or if you wanted to use it on the track and remove the brakes and use it as a fixed gear, you could do that too. Only 4 sizes, so small, medium, large, and extra large. So not as wide of a size range. So you'll have to kind of pick and choose. I'll have to do another video where I concentrate on the geometry, but this is a limited edition, only 100 units worldwide. So I am a very small shop. I do sell a lot of Ritchey bikes, but there really isn't a way to reserve these because they are only 100 of them worldwide. So my vendors will get some. I've got my stock alerts in there. And I really wasn't even going to focus too much on this until I had 2 customers ask me about them. And then, of course, I thought, well, okay, let's talk about it. And let's see how much interest there is out there about this Garden City. I think the color scheme is super cool. It's purple. And purple, just a couple of days ago, Jess and I went out with our purple motif type kits. And 2 ladies walked by and they were like, oh, purple rocks. And, so that was kind of cool. And purple does rock. It's a very cool color. And if historically speaking, purple for royalty, I mean, way back in ancient times.
This charmless little mollusk is a murex, but the Minoans recognized its true potential. They could extract something from this that was worth its weight in silver. A textile dye. Purple meant glamour, status, and wealth. It took 12,000 murex to create enough dye to color the hem of a single garment.
You could use this bike as a single speed, although I just think I always make the double entendre of you need to get that thing fixed. And I did a 500-mile race with 35,000 feet of climbing called the Furnace Creek 508. I did that on a Milwaukee Bicycle Company fixed gear bike. I did a George Story time on this bike a long time ago. So I've ridden a lot of fixed gear, and that was 42 hours fixed gear for 508 miles and 35,000 feet of climbing. So it was absolutely brutal, 10 mountain passes. But with the Ritchey, well, and that bike had a steel fork. So with the Ritchey, you're going to get a comp carbon fork. And then you've got The tubing is the same triple butted tubing that you used to, so this thing should ride very, very nicely. My Milwaukee is like a 4130. I don't think it's butted, so it's what, just single gauge tubing all the way through. So this would be a really nice upgrade. It's also going to have the ED treatment. You don't have to spray with Frame Saver, but you probably should every now and then. It won't hurt. Basic 27 two-seat tube. You have the standard 68 mil threaded bottom bracket, and you have a 55 tooth max chainring crankset. So, if you want to race track on a 55 and then whatever your cog is in the back, you can do it with this bike. Chainline 49, 2 bottom mounts, as I mentioned before. The dropouts are horizontal, so you can put in, different size cogs and then go through different size tire combinations. 700 by 28 tire clearance depending on tire rim manufacturer. So your mileage may vary depending on your rim tire combination. In the Ritchey Logic forums, the most asked question is, what is the maximum tire size that you can get into your Ritchey Road Logic? And so a lot of folks mention me and call me out, and so then I post videos that I've posted on the channel where I've got either 32s on one bike, depending on the brake calipers, and then 30 on another bike, right? I'll need to do a different video to talk about this, the geometry comparison, and the stack and reach is on there. So I'll need to do that separately, but only 100. So if you want one, contact me ASAP. Today is, I think, the 10th of October, and these things are supposed to be released mid-October. They're supposed to be available mid-October. So let's, if you need to get an order in, I would appreciate the business extra large. So always contact me. I'd appreciate the business. I talk a lot about Ritchey Logic bikes because I just think they're amazing. I predominantly ride my Road Logics. I mean, I've got other carbon bikes here that I just don't ride as much or ever. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Get in contact. The contact info is down below. Only 100 of these worldwide, so that means so many other countries and distributors and vendors and everybody else is clamoring to get one of these or a few of these in their inventory to sell to bike shops. So please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.